Good morning, and sorry for the technical difficulties today. The website we normally use was taking its sweet time loading, so it's all up and running now. Our announcements today are many, so I'll start with there will be no meditation in the Asher's backyard this afternoon due to the potential rain or the predicted rain that will happen. The Weavers group will be meeting here at this building at noon today. The virtual Out of Darkness Walk is September 13th. In the email sent to the congregation by Sue Roberts, there are multiple ways to donate to the Out of Darkness Walk. So please check that email and send in your donations to support that group for the 5th year running. The UU gathering was a success last week on Wednesday. The next one upcoming will be September 15th. That's not for a couple of weeks, but it'll be, and we'll announce this again closer to, but it'll be at Monument, the covered Monument number 1, and from 5:30 to 7:30. We'll send out an announcement about that. Coming up in September, so next week's services starting, Cal will be leading us in the month of Covenant. So feel free to get a hold of Cal if this is something that strikes your interest. Feel free to kind of look up what Covenant means and see if it's something that resonates with you and something that you'd be willing to help out giving a presentation. We are going to be hopefully having our presentations via Zoom in the near future, just to kind of allow for a little bit more diversity in who is presenting, as well as a little bit of ease in the discussion time. So, okay, with that, we have our opening words, and today our opening words are from Sarah McLean. Meditation is an essential travel partner on your journey of personal transformation. Meditation connects you with your soul, and this connection gives you access to your intuition, your heartfelt desires, your integrity, and the inspiration to create a life you love. Here's our morning music. All right, we'll now light the chalice. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. To dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, to serve human needs, and to help one another. I've received a couple of joys and concerns already. One of them is for Ian Wallace's great-grandmother, who just celebrated her 100th birthday. She passed away last week. So here's a candle for the joy of her life and prayers for their family. Another one has come in, a pretty sad one. Prayers for baby Kaylani, the great-granddaughter of Ron and Linda Smith. She passed away on August 4th, and she was 7 months. She had, if you've been keeping up with the programs here, we've had a lot of prayers for that little baby. She had a congenital heart disease, and after many surgeries, she passed away at 7 months. So they had a private service in Albuquerque where Linda provided some of her famous cookies via the mail service. So here's for their family. I have a concern that I'd like to light a candle for, just about all the families and all the children, like children and teachers at schools, and our safety is really hinging on our community right now, and we can do everything that we can to keep kids and teachers safe at school and to try our hardest to follow all of the protocols and be clean and be safe. And but we can't do anything about people in the evenings or on the weekends, and having people head out to all these mass functions, like where people are gathered, and not following precautions, makes everything that we do irrelevant. So here's just hoping that our community can kind of come together and keep each other safe. If you have any other joys or concerns, you can share them here in the chat. Okay, in the interest of time, I'll light one more candle for joys and concerns felt in the heart but not expressed. All right. Sorry for that sound. So the reading for the meditative silence, it's a short reading, but I chose it because there's a lot of anxiety and stress in our lives at the moment for any number of reasons. Could be for Mother Nature. It could be for free and responsible elections. It could be for illnesses and pandemics. So on this meditative morning, I chose this so that you can think about the things that you are cupping in your hands and the things that we can do about it meditatively. This is from Ellis Peters. He prayed as he breathed, forming no words and making no specific requests, only holding in his heart, like broken birds and cupped hands, all those people who were in stress or grief. All right. Your presenter today comes from afar. Tara Brach is a proponent of Buddhist meditation. She's a psychologist, and she works with Insight Meditation Community of Washington, D.C. And so we're ending this month with a little guided meditation and just something for everyone to kind of use as a means of escaping the anxiety and stress and just approaching our world with a present heart. That is the title of this presentation, Present Heart.
I'd like to begin by just thanking you for being part of this. It really feels like such a beautiful way to gather, to connect hearts and minds. And in that spirit, some may know this, but the Chinese translation of mindfulness is present heart. So our meditation will be called Present Heart. And I invite you to find yourself a comfortable position to begin with, so that you're upright, you're sitting upright and relaxed. I'd like to begin by just thanking you for being part of this. It really feels like such a beautiful way to gather, to connect hearts and minds. And in that spirit, some may know this, but the Chinese translation of mindfulness is present heart. So our meditation will be called Present Heart. And I invite you to find yourself a comfortable position to begin with, so that you're upright, you're sitting upright and relaxed. To close your eyes and let yourself become still. Taking a few conscious full breaths to help collect your attention. Sense the possibility of relaxing and releasing with the out breath. And as your breath resumes in its natural rhythm, you might feel your intention in this meditation to relate to the life that comes and goes with a present heart, with care. We begin by bringing a caring presence to the body. You might use that image and felt sense of a smile, smiling into the eyes, sensing the eyes with that curve of a smile, that lift in the outer edges. Let the eyes be soft. Let the brow be smooth. Bringing a slight smile to the lips. Thich Nhat Hanh, Zen teacher, calls this smile yoga because it sends a message to our whole nervous system that we can relax that fight-flight response, that we can sense more of a benevolence and ease with our life. You might sense the inside of the mouth smiling. And letting the attention spread through the face, softening, relaxing all those micro muscles. And just noticing whatever sensations of tingling or vibrating or aliveness are right here. See if you can let your shoulders fall away from the neck, relaxing them back and down some. And then bring a gentle presence inside the shoulders and sense what might be possible in terms of softening, releasing any tightness or tension that's there. Make sure your hands are resting in an easy and effortless way. And you might feel the hands from the inside out and soften. And then soften again. Noticing the aliveness you can feel as you relax. And keeping the hands soft, again sensing that smile in the eyes. Smile at the mouth. And then smiling into the heart. You might visualize the curve of a smile spreading through the heart and have that felt sense of a smile. And sense the space that smiling creates, space for whatever's here. You might relax the torso, softening the belly, and letting this next breath be received in a softening belly. This breath. And now this one. And again. And feeling from the inside out the aliveness, sensation in that region. A gentle, soft attention. It's allowing the life to be as it is. And extending that attention into the pelvic region. See if you can feel the breath deep in the torso, relaxing, opening. And scanning through the legs, relaxing any tightness or tension. And sensing you can feel the feet and fill them with presence so that you're sensitive to the aliveness, the tingling, the vibrating that's there. And feeling energetically that rootedness deep into the earth. And that openness, letting the earth's energies flow up through your body, fill your body. You might extend and widen the attention to include sounds, the close-in sounds around you, and the sounds of these words coming and going. The sound of silence. So there's a listening to and a feeling the whole moment. In an open, receptive presence. Continuing to rest in openness and receptivity. You might sense in the foreground the movement of the breath, the changing sounds, the sensations. And in the background, this open, receptive heart space, this presence. That can regard all that comes and goes with a quality of tenderness, clarity, inclusion. As you continue in silence, letting everything be just as it is. The sounds, sensations, feelings. And if anything feels challenging, to have that intention to meet it with kindness. Moment to moment, heart presence. Holding, including the life that's here. As a way of sustaining presence, it's helpful to check and just notice, where's my attention right now? Am I dreaming? Sometimes we'll think we're present and find there's been a veil of thoughts, subtle. So just to notice, and if you find that your mind has been inside thoughts, to gently reawaken the senses, listening again. Listen to the sounds that are actually happening instead of the sound of thoughts. You can deepen that here-ness, that presence, by relaxing wherever there's been a habitual tightening in the body. Letting go in the shoulders again. Softening the hands. Smiling into the heart and relaxing the heart. And feeling from the inside out the aliveness of the body. So again, you can listen to and feel the whole moment. Receiving all that's happening in open-hearted presence. Again and again, relaxing back from the trance of thinking, back into this presence, regarding the life that's right here with tenderness. You might take a moment now to scan and sense if there's anything asking for your attention, any physical, emotional difficulty that wants to be included in open-hearted presence. And if there's something that's asking for attention, for healing, you might sense that you can breathe with it and feel it. And if it helps to put your hand on your heart, to do so, and that you can let whatever is difficult be bathed with care. You can sense that gentleness and tenderness of that smile energetically, just washing through a place of difficulty, holding it, suffusing it with warmth, light, and care. And there may be a natural message from your own awake, wise heart that you want to offer to this part of your humanness. As Rumi says, through love, all pain will turn to medicine. And sensing the heart space that's here, that in you which cares, that in you which loves, and sensing this heart space as vast and edgeless, so that all beings, all those who are suffering, are included in this great open heart. Sense that you're meditating with others, and that heart space really merges to be one great field of loving, that together we can hold the pain of this world. And in the quietness, to feel your prayer for your own being and for this world. Taking a few full breaths now. And as you're ready, to open your eyes and sense that you can take in whatever you see with this present heart. So you're receiving and feeling the world in open-hearted presence. A deep bow of namaste to each of you, and I look forward to being with you again. Thank you.
So now it's time for the offering, which can be donated to either at Tithely. There is a link sent in the email that Victor sent, as well as Ramona's address, which is also in that email. I don't want to give the wrong address, so I won't try and quote it. But if you'll join me in thanking one another and blessing the offering. Let this be an offering to sustain and strengthen this place, which is so sacred to many of us, a community of memory and hope, for we are the keepers of the dream. Thank you. Our closing words here are short. They're from Deepak Chopra, just to kind of round out our meditation. Meditation is not a way of making your mind quiet. It's a way of entering into the quiet that's already there. I like that one, because it makes me feel like I can do it. Because meditation can be kind of daunting sometimes. All right. I don't know if there's much discussion to be had on this, because it was a guided meditation. So the only discussion might just be focused inward. Also, I don't see any comments coming in for discussion, but if you have anything that you would like to share or anything that you noticed during the guided meditation, I gotta say, one thing that I noticed is, like, when I'm asked to stop and breathe and drop my shoulders away from my ears, it just makes me conscious of how up high they are more often than not. So I think I'll be doing more of that in the coming days, just because I found a sense of relief in that, especially in a time when I don't know if I've ever felt more stressed or anxious about the state of affairs of the world. But finding a quiet place within is really a gift. So, and since meditation is canceled at Victor's house, that was a pretty nice thing to be able to do. So, if you have anything that you'd like to share, please do. Otherwise, I'll extinguish the chalice. But before I do that, I do want to remind you, here in 9 minutes, the Zoom after service chat will be starting. Thank you to Sue and to Ramona for hosting that every week. That is a really special thing for everybody. So that will be starting promptly at 11. And you can find a link to that also in the email that Victor sent. And also thank you to Victor. He has been our worship chair champion, sending out an email every week and making sure that this is possible for everybody to find a little respite in the week, a little holy space. So thank you. You're priceless. Okay. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we hold in our hearts until we are together again. Thank you all for going on this journey with me. It's been a fun one. Thank you.